Hi everyone, my name is Cheryl Johnson and I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Many of you know me, a few of you who'll see this don't yet, but I am very much a constitutionalist and a liberty advocate here in Tulsa. And I'm going to be starting a series on the myth of the separation of church and state and why it's a fallacy. I want to start tonight with some quotes from Dr. James Taylor and his book, It's Biblical, Not Political. Okay, so do you know where this idea of the separation of church and state came from? In 1801, the Danbury Baptist Association of Danbury, Connecticut, heard a rumor that the Congregationalist denomination was about to be made the national denomination of America. As a result, they wrote a letter to President Thomas Jefferson. On January 1st, 1802, Jefferson responded to the Danbury Baptist Association in his remarks to the group to address their fears, using the now infamous phrase to assure them that the federal government would not establish then or any other denomination of Christianity as the national denomination, and the government would not regulate their religious expressions. He said, believing with you that religion is a matter which solely lies between a man and his God, that he owes account to none other for his faith or his worship, that the legislative powers of government reach actions only and not opinions, I contemplate with sovereign reverence that act of the whole American people which declared that their legislature should make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, just thus building a wall of separation between church and state. Adhering to this expression of the supreme will of the nation in behalf of the rights of conscience, I shall see with sincere satisfaction the progress of those sentiments which tend to restore to man all his natural rights, convinced he has no natural right in opposition to his social duties. I reciprocate your kind prayers for the protection and blessing of the common Father and Creator of, and tender you, for yourselves and your religious association, assurance of my high respect and esteem. This tells you what the separation of church and state was to be about. It did not say that there is a freedom from religion, only a freedom of religion, and that man has the right to worship whatever God he chooses. Contrary to the belief of a lot of people, not only liberals, but some very confused conservatives, this country was founded on Judeo-Christian beliefs, and the founders of this country all had a very high regard for their divine maker. There is no phraseology of the separation of church and state in the Constitution, although most people don't realize that. And there will never be a separation of church and state in the way people think, in that it says that they think God and religion have no place in politics. On the contrary, politics and governance is a duty of each Christian individual, and some with a higher calling to take that duty higher, and to remember that as replications of Christ, the government was upon his shoulders. Therefore, as he is, so are we in this world, and that government is upon our shoulders. Our country was established by and for the people of the United States. And that's who our leaders need to be, is representative of us. And if we were put together as a Christian nation, then there is no reason that our leaders should not be good, godly men and women. We've gotten away from that over the years. We've let non-Christians and atheists, how would you say it? I guess, talk us out of our God-given seats of authority in this country. It's time we step up and take that back. Do I have an issue with non-Christians running for office? I don't. I believe they have as much right to do that as we do. And if they are representing their constituency, then they have the right to be leaders in that area. However, as for me and the people I know very closely, we want to be represented by someone who reflects our values as well. And that means we need to have Christians, good, godly men and women, in seats of authority as servants of the people to represent us in the federal government, in the state government, and in local government. Let me know if you have any questions. And next time around, I'll cover another aspect of the same topic, and let's see how far we can take this. Have a good night.